Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone is having a lovely morning. Today we are going to catch the move of the day for BTC slash currencies slash commodities. I have with me Thomas here. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, guys. We're gonna do a new format of streams where each of us will have basically the host platform. So today and yesterday was Yusuf, and then for New York this afternoon will be me. I'm just an extra today, and I'll be looking at the chat, letting Yusuf know if he's missing anything. We're just trying to form a good teamwork. Makes the dream work.
So today we have BTC looking very bearish, but like I mentioned yesterday on the stream, I said the move for the day have already happened. I'm not interested to buy or sell on BTC when we was around here yesterday. We had a nice push to the downside. I said it's gonna come up to the 200, 250, which gave us a nice entry. A lot of people on the Discord have taken that short. So you're trading in currencies now. Nice. Let's fucking go.
What's your overall outlook at the moment, King Azoulay, for BTC and for currencies at the moment? Are you feeling like the market's moving and momentum's a lot better in London and New York, or do you feel like it's still Asia?
Yes, London gives us a nice entry, to be honest. Sometime the reason I want to start getting these London sessions in with me and you is because we want to catch the move of the day. Sometime, you know, Asia will start moving and then goes into New York, and all the move is done in London session, and now everyone is missing out. So I don't want anyone to miss out on the London session. Nice. I see a lot of people are trading commodities and currencies.
That's amazing, guys.
We swept the lows on BTC. Surely we can see Monday highs, lows. What do I think on gold? So yesterday I've told you guys to go short around here. I've said it's gonna come to this area. I gave you the reasons. We looked at it together, the 38 and all of that, right? It came to the 38 and yeah, it was somewhere around here, the 38. So let's look at gold. Someone want me to look at gold. Gold, I have gave you guys a target over here. So gold for the day, to be honest, the movement for the day on gold, what are we looking for? Let me see the movement of the day for gold. Wow, gold, it look like it wants to move. We're looking at 11,100 move full gold. So what have we got so far? So the move is yet to come on gold. Gold, let me see what we have, guys. So as we can see, the weekly target have achieved that I've been speaking about since it was here. Thomas gave you a short 2 days ago, which perfectly hit. We shorted at this area over here. So gold, to be honest, it's gonna come back and retest this area over here. So for gold, for longs, if you look into long, what you can do is as simple as this. Take the high to the low of these ones, and then you're gonna see a reaction around -27. Plus, it's lining up with so gold, it's currently unpredictable, but overall it's gonna come down to 950, somewhere around there. If you look at the I will give you an update on Solana just now. We are focusing today on BTC. We have 𝗙𝗵𝗡 I spoke about the information that is forming on the daily on 𝗙𝗵𝗡. So what we can see is just going to continue higher. It hit our target over here from yesterday. Thomas have gave you guys a beautiful long over here yesterday at 214.250, and then we rode it to the target. So currently the market is looking to push lower and then continue higher. The question is, where is it going to stop? And let me see if I have the answer for you. So we're looking at 111 for the move for the day, and we have got so far how much? Have we got the move for the day yet? See, that's the reason I want to do. So 𝗙𝗵𝗡 short for the day. We can look to short somewhere around here now. We just touched the 50 MA over here. So guys, if you want to short this, you can look at something like this, 1 to 5, or you can look at the 800, so 1 to 6, 1 to 7, somewhere around here. But to be honest, I think we can go lower. We can go to the 500. There we go. It's pushing lower now. The reason I said you can take this short is we have the 78. I can see all of this by eye, by the way. I'm showing you my strategy. You telling me to explain my strategy. I'm showing you. I'm just looking for an area where the market can reverse, and then we can take it from there. So we have the 78. We're looking for this short. And let's see, any pullback, guys, on the 618. So 215414 is the entry. Stop loss, you're looking at 550 or 565, and then we take it from there. That's for 𝗙𝗵𝗡, guys. Thomas, you want to send it on the Discord for 𝗙𝗵𝗡?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
And guys, let us know in the chat if the new screen setup is clearer and you guys can see the numbers a lot clearer. We changed something, so let us know in the chat, please.
So the next hour is looking naughty. We see 1 week to the downside, another week to the downside. Market is rejecting heavily. I still believe we can push lower on 𝗙𝗵𝗡. Yeah, so we're looking to short around here. On the 5 minutes, what do we see on the 5 minutes? On the 5 minutes, rejecting and then hopefully a push to the downside. Because the reason I'm telling you guys to short is if we break this, we're gonna long it. So we're gonna get a trade on 𝗙𝗵𝗡. We have the short over here. I'm just explaining to you volume. I'm not drawing a trend line. I don't use bullshit trend lines. You see, the more the volume and the bigger it gets, the more push we're gonna see to the downside. So now anytime the market is just going to fly to the downside, if we break around above this 215,500, you know what, we can go break even on our position and we can get out of the trade.
Just remove that stuff. I need to.
So for those of you that want to trade currencies, I trade it on 𝗪𝗏𝗡 and 𝗏𝗏𝗡. So if you go to 𝗪𝗏𝗡, you can trade. Both of them are non-KYC. Look at 𝗪𝗏𝗡. I like 𝗪𝗏𝗡 and 𝗏𝗏𝗡. You guys can trade on their currencies. You can trade commodities. You can trade BTC, and it is all crypto. I'm looking for 214,500. So it's a 1 to 10, guys. It's worth the risk. Yes, I am using Fibonacci. That's, I can see it by eye, but I drew it for you guys. It's 78. We're looking at the 78. But overall, Fibonacci, I'm using it to refine my entry. I have explained to you how the volume is building to the downside. We see in a leg to the upside, and then now we're gonna see a leg to the downside, same as we saw on NASDAQ. If you look at NASDAQ over here, you see we had a leg to the upside, leg to the downside. So GJ looking like it's gonna push to the downside. Do not risk more than 3.3% on your account. TP when you're happy, or TP at 214,500.
Do you want me to keep the engulfing thing or just leave it?
No, just leave it. GBP NZD. GBP NZD, I'm looking to short, to be honest, into this area over here. So any pullback on GBP NZD, I'll be looking to short it. We have already missed this 50% off this 4-hour candle. That's where the short would have been. So it didn't trigger us in, which is completely fine. We can still see it to pull back. I have an alarm
I've
over
sent
there.
it on King Azoulay's channel, so go take a look.
So GBP NZD, we are looking quite bearish, and then our overall target is here. So guys, this is what we're looking for on GBP NZD: a pullback, and boom. As long as we maintain above this red line, is the momentum for the week to that direction. So above this line, we are going higher. If we break this line, sorry, we're going lower. Gold, I would stay out for now. I will look to buy low and sell high. So currently, buyers and sellers are equal. We have kind of head and shoulders. So overall, it's bearish. Our weekly target is achieved, so it's just going to mess around. So currencies, you can trade on UBIT and you can trade on Blomfen. Yes, I have entered GBP JPY. Look at that price action. It's not nice at all. Look at that. It's just gonna push down, because this 4-hour, look how it closed. Now it's looking like this. I think it's just gonna close down and cover this whole wick, to be honest.
Yeah, cover both those wicks.
Don't let this thing trick you. And the reason we're targeting over here, market always come to revisit the consolidation at the bottom. And if you look on the 15 minutes, we have all this consolidation. So we're looking to wick below it. You know, a lot of people mistaken. So when we have a push to the upside and then consolidation and then a push to the downside, when market goes up, it's going to the consolidation, to the top of the consolidation, not to the bottom and order block and all that bullshit. So it's going to the top of the consolidation, and then it can drop, create head and shoulders, and continue. Do you see this pattern, head and shoulders? Do you see it's a failed W? It's an information. Alright, so let's see what BTC. Okay, the 15-minute candle is closed. Let's see if we can get a push to the downside. GBP NZD, we're looking for a pullback. BTC is very interesting. The only thing I'll be upset about if BTC comes down without going up. I want BTC to go up. I have analyzed this morning. So 𝗪𝗏𝗡, that's where I trade my currencies, brother. You can use Blomfen. It's also non-KYC. You can use it for altcoins. You can use it for all the crypto. 𝗪𝗏𝗡 have all the currencies. Let me tell you what currencies I have saved on 𝗪𝗏𝗡. So, and what account to use on 𝗪𝗏𝗡.
These guys playing ping pong.
Yeah, just tell them to stop that. So guys, in your 𝗕𝗃𝗘𝗿 on 𝗪𝗏𝗡, I have US30, I have XAU USD, I have Euro USD, NASDAQ 100, NICE 100, which is 500x you can get on that. So 𝗪𝗏𝗡 is quite nice, is non-KYC, you can just deposit and play. And you can, that's on 𝗕𝗃𝗘 in 𝗪𝗏𝗡. And you can have another account, a futures account for BTC. So BTC, let's talk about BTC. Nice, you got into the GJ short, very nice Troy. So BTC USD, I wanted to enter over here, but you know what, everything is telling me that it wants to go higher. So the reason I wanted to enter is very simple, negative 27 over here, but then if you look at the leg that did that, boom, negative 27 over there. But I was like, you know what, it's not worth it. I don't want to get in now. I want to see a push to the upside a bit higher, because you know these red candles were not very convincing. We had 3 within a green candle. If you look here, 1 2 3 within a 115 minutes green candle. So you're looking at a 1 hour candle closing just like that. So I didn't like it. So I'm looking at this area over here, and if you are wondering how I got that area, is if you go on the daily and you take the high to the low, I think it was on the 4 hour, yeah, on the 4 hour. If you look at the red candles that started the move to the downside, you will get around 78 around here. That's at the 78th Fibonacci, right? Plus, if you look at the first candle that started the push to the upside with a big wick to the downside and a big body, bigger than the previous bodies over here, we have a green candle. If you measure this body and this body is bigger. So I'm like, why is this candle printed? This is telling me a story. So what I did is, like, I took the low to the high of that, and I'm like, okay, now we get in somewhere. So we get in, all our confirmation is around the 800, but then market need to slip to the upside. And how can we calculate that? $61.8. So what I did was, where did the market stop? I asked myself, where did the market stop? On the negative 27, right? So I just put the negative 27 there. I flipped it to the upside, and boom, there's your 618. So most likely we're gonna see the market go there to the 618. So BTC, I have sent it already to my group on the inner circle. We're looking around the area of 59,965. Yes, that's the short, Troy. I'm looking to short around there, and the stop loss, you can have a bigger stop loss, or you can have it there. It's also, if you don't want it to be an entry and wait for extra confirmation, why not? You can do so, because it's an area where the market can stop and then wait for extra confirmation, blah blah blah, if you want a smaller stop loss. Yes, we entered the trade what we shared on the Discord.
Yeah, I sent it as well for King Azoulay.
So this is what I'm looking at on BTC. I'm looking for the market to come here, slip a bit. I already calculated slippage. Hopefully we can come test the stop of consolidation and then just go lower. So that's for BTC. Let's see what GJ got for us. It's not very convincing, to be honest. This going higher is not convincing at all. It needs to go lower. Everything is looking to go to the downside. We have GBP NZD is quite slow. GBP AUD. Thomas gave you guys an entry over here. So guys, GBP AUD, what do we have on GBP AUD? Let's see. It's quite bullish, to be honest, GBP AUD. So looking at the weekly, we have already taken out last week high. Market is going higher. It's already tapped the weekly target, which is the 800. So going on the daily, market need to come and make this low, need to take out this low over here, so we can actually look to short GBP AUD as well. You see, everything is lining up on the pound. Everything is shorting. So we came to the 50% of this.
I'm actually looking for longs on the pound, but a lot lower than what it is right now. So you could short and then long.
So looking on this, yeah, I don't see GBP AUD going higher, to be honest. It's just gonna come down. If I pull GBP AUD,
no, it must still go up a little bit. Maybe short from here.
not really, I don't want it to go higher, which is not going to do so. So
I think it's gonna go higher. I think it'll go to like here. Max maybe. APM on or price movement on GA right now is 100,
really,
Yeah, we've only moved like
how much did we move by?
we've only moved 30. We've only moved 30%. We can still pump a lot higher. I think maybe this level
So
of
we using. I'm not. Thomas is using Bybit. I use Ubit and Blomfen. Ubit to trade currencies and commodities, and Blomfen for crypto. Both of them are non-KYC. Thomas, they're asking how can we calculate the leverage with lot size on Bybit?
I just keep it at, it's fixed at 500x, I'm pretty sure.
It's fixed on 500, but what you can do is chat GBT that shit, brother.
USD PLN is coming close to my short area. Go check USD PLN. Bro, that thing has a 250 pip price movement. How crazy is that?
DXY looking very interesting. It seemed like, ooh, DXY. Look at that, eh?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm long on. I just want us to go test that level at the top one more time, and then I'm gonna be in on my GU longs, and then I'll long it all the way to the bottom. You want to just see what price does in the next hour. This next 4-hour candle closes massive. If the 4-hour candle closes to the downside, I think what we'll see.
Oh, look at this dirty candle on GBP JPY. I don't like that. Let's
Scandalous. USD PLN. I'll short that baby from about 3.7800. 8800. Yeah, I'll short it. You can even short. You could have shorted now, about an hour ago. But rather USD PLN. Let me do some more analysis on USD PLN. I've never even looked at it.
Come on, I want the BTC to go a bit higher. I think it will go a bit higher, to be honest.
I agree. I think BTC must go high. Come to your entry and then short. It looks clean, eh? Your BTC entry, very, very clean.
Let's see, guys. Let's see what happens. NASDAQ. What do we have on NASDAQ, guys? NASDAQ, I'm looking for a nice short, to be honest. Sorry, a nice long, to be honest. So I think we can long where we are right now. What do you think, Thomas?
We could look for a long. What I would maybe think of doing is, just because we have this 50 MA lagging and we just broke the 50 MA to the downside, we've printed a 4-hour candle closure to the downside as well now, these last 3 candles. So maybe what I would be looking for is maybe price to come up. We short from around 32.50, test the 100, and then test the 50 MA, and then we short it down to around 29,800, around that level, 29,900, then we long it. I think we could move a little bit lower. What do you think? Let me know.
No, your SL didn't hit, brother.
It's impossible. That's your SL. You can even get out now, break even. It's, if they're all upset.
No, wait, I'm just trying to read the chat. Could you? I will drop it on the.
You want me to drop it or?
The BTC. I'll drop it. Is on WhatsApp.
What's the drop it now or no?
NASDAQ is coming, so I will look to long NASDAQ around here, to be honest.
Yeah.
So NASDAQ, we can look at something like look, all of these orders need to be filled, but then you know what? I will take the 38 on this baby right here. Ooh, you see that 38?
Yeah, I'm liking that
so
78.
The 38, and then it comes into the 50, and then just goes higher.
The 61.8 also looks clean, eh? If you look at the 61.8 and the 50
on the 4 hour,
you see that 61.8 lining up with the 50 of that candle.
Mm-hmm.
That 4 hour could long that baby there at 30k flat.
Yeah, but you know, if you take these here, right, to this one, it's maxed out, man. It needs to go up. Everything is showing higher. So guys, we can look at the 50 maybe, and then that's it. So it's not looking to go any lower. Worst case scenario, guys, if you want to long this and it goes a bit lower, you know what, do this, and this can be your entry. I'm gonna give you the entry. It's a bit of a naughty entry. Why not? So we can do this and then have USL around here, and you know what, You can target. You can swing this baby. You can look at 31,150. Because to be honest, it's so bullish. It already retested this, you know. So I don't think it's gonna retest it later in the future. All right, GJ is looking like he's gonna showing us some love. Come on, beautiful. We in profit, baby. GBP NZD, nothing.
No one closed GBP JPY.
No, we didn't close GBP JPY, guys. To be honest, I tell you guys go break even and all of that stuff just to protect your capital. But me personally, I don't go break even. I leave my stop loss where it is, because overall my win ratio, like the strategy of mine wins over 80% of the time. Plus I have a minimum risk to reward 1 to 5. What is the reason of going BE? If I'm risking a proper risk management, if I'm having a 33.3% risk on each trade that I have, I'm currently up over compounded over 6,000%. So guys, I don't see the point in going break even or moving SLs. You know, I'm in the trade, I'm in. I'll either get out of the trade completely. You know what, if I want to go break even, do you know what I do? I take some profit off the table instead of going break even, because I'm either in or out. That's it. But for you guys, I say, okay, go break even, protect your capital, because I know you guys trust us so much. Trust us so much that you over risk. I know that. So guys, you have the BTC entry, you have the GJ entry, you have Thomas is gonna update you guys on GBP USD, GBP AUD. I'm looking to short. All right.
I sent the GBP USD in my Discord.
So guys, understand something on the pound, okay? So we're looking to short. So the small movement, you gotta understand the big leg and the small leg. So the small movement we're looking at the pound currently is let's say we are over here, right? But we know the market, okay, it could come down there. So we're shorting, but our overall target is over there. So we are benefiting from the short move, but we are looking to go long overall on the pound. So overall, we're looking to go long into our target. So small short and then a big long. Small move to the downside, but you got to understand which way is the big move to the upside. BTC just messing around. Do we have any fundamentals today, Thomas?
Yeah, I've dropped all the fundamentals in my Discord channel, but let me read them to you guys. So we have ADP non-farm employment change at 2:15 p.m. Then we have Fed Chairman Walsh speaking at 3 p.m. ISM manufacturing PMI at 4 p.m. Then ISM manufacturing prices at 4 p.m.
Wow.
Trump speaks at 9:15 tonight. And then we have GBP final manufacturing PMI at 10:30. So it's right now. And then at 3 p.m. we have the BOE government Bailey speaking. So guys, hectic day with fundamentals today. Be cautious. If you stick to your risk that like we speak about, you should be fine. Remember, fundamentals do follow technicals, so it's just a tool that drives price quicker to our TP. What are your thoughts about fundamentals? Do you think that also, if you get in the right move, it just drives your price to your TP quicker. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, overall, with our blueprint that we have, is beautiful.
I mean, you guys will see now when the trader performance gets released, but it's looking pretty good.
You're really fucking good.
I think King Azoulay and I together combined have around 60, I think 60, around 60 trades. And I think we only have 4 losses in total. So it's looking pretty good.
So NASDAQ, it could just go up from here, guys. Or we can see a little push to the downside. Thomas, how do I get...
Yeah.
So thank you, guys. We're gonna start doing London more often. Press that like button on your way out, and we will catch you on the Discord.
Cheers, guys.